155th game. And the Troy Luff sign has gone down from the Swans bench, so he's looking forward to a big one. Luffy said during the week if he gets back in the side, he'll be very hard to take back out, so he'll be looking for a big game, Jason.
Thank you, Mark.
Barry Hall goes to full forward, being picked up by Andrew Dunkley, and Hamill's been picked up by Saddington. Matthews from that centre square pumps the ball wide for the Swans and rolls over in front of Troy Luff. So he'll get a huge roar when he gets his first touch of the football today, Troy Luff. After 12 seasons, today has announced he's going to retire at the end of the season, and before the game he was on the main scoreboard here saying farewell to the fans. Throw in on centre wing. Ball's been in great form this year. What a duel that is going to be today. Everett and Jason Ball. Beetham, one of the young guns for the Saints, pumps the ball back towards centre half forward. Seymour uses the body well. Saddington is caught. Hamill, very strong tackler. We've got a ball up just outside of 50 for the Saints. Creswell and Thompson have manned up also. In the midfield, Everett, it's one of the most taps this year, taken away by Matthews, a much improved player, and leaping Leo Barry. Hammers the ball back towards the half-forward line. What a comeback it's been for Leo Barry. And we see Nix caught one high. There's no free kick. Peckett also driven into the ground. And this time we'll take the free kick. Peckett from half-back. Tony, it's been a remarkable recovery for Leo Barry. We thought he was going to miss the entire rest of the season.
Yeah, it looked that way, but look, he's come up and he is a vital cog in the Swans' defence. We seen last week he moved up forward and he was good there too.
Jude Bolton wins a lot of the hard football. Chance for Fraser Gehrig, comes away from half-back, finds Hamill. He kicks back towards centre half forward. He was looking for Callaghan, beaten by numbers. Creswell, quick hands to Crouch. Creswell, the playmaker, sets it up as Seymour smartly takes it back over the line.
Another good matchup, KB, is Adam Goods and Fraser Gehrig. That Gehrig's had a top opponent week in, week out and done a great job for the Saints this year. And he'll certainly have his work cut out for him today with Adam Goods.
And Maxie Hutchton picking up Michael O'Loughlin. The two big guns have to be stopped up forward.
Some real good matchups all over the ground today.
Very good conditions for playing. As we mentioned, a bit of cloud cover, a cool breeze, 20 degrees, very, very comfortable for the players.
Everett takes the front spot. Baker went at it hard. Sydney very disappointing last week against Melbourne. St Kilda very competitive against Carlton for 3.5 quarters. Just some silly errors in the last quarter robbed them of any chance of beating the Blues, and we saw yesterday the Blues so good against Collingwood. So the Saints under Grant Thomas have been pretty competitive, apart from just that one game against the West Coast. As Goods works his way through traffic to Barry, pumps the ball high, running with the flow of the ball. Aussie Jones, Plapp, playing across half back, caught one high, so the kick will go downfield, taken by Thompson. Across half back, acting skipper, finds Fraser Gehrig, edge of the centre square, inside 50. Dunkley's going to hit it hard. Playing in front of Barry Hall. Milne looking for a free kick. Williams pulled off the ball. They'll pile on top. And a ball up 40 metres out from St Kilda's goal.
Been pretty willing early. And KB, we saw the St Kilda players as they arrived today. The body language is good. There's a good feeling about their chances today.
Yes, and flew up with Mark McClure, of course, one of the assistant coaches of Grant Thomas. And they were quite happy with their preparation this week.
And happy with winning 6 out of 8 at the SCG. A pretty good record at the moment, isn't it?
It's a great record. Saddington. It was clever play, tapped on, chance for Nix. Hits the ball hard. He's got Peckett to beat. Just 25 metres out from goal, and Peckett happy to take the ball over, but it's come off his boot. So Nix will take the free. It's a very tight angle, Tony. You know this better than most people.
Yeah, you'd think he'd be looking to unload it here, but very, very tough angle here. It looks like he's just waiting and biding a bit of time there, but St Kilda have certainly got back and filled all the spots up.
He's kicked 19 goals for the season. It's a check side kick. Off target and through for a behind. First score to the Swans. Aussie Jones, designated kicker for the Saints. He's got back to a bit of his old flair over the last couple of weeks, starting to take some risks, Ozzy Jones. The big fist comes from Leo Barry. Pouncing on the ball is Davis. So the Saints are going into attack, looking for young Rewalt. And this boy, the #1 draft pick, looks to have an enormous future. To Beetham, one of their young guns, runs hard. Milne, danger man, quick snap. He's missed.
He stole that. He didn't look to be in position to take that. Beat a couple of defenders. Quickly threw it on the boot. Unfortunately, couldn't give the Saints the start they were looking for.
Well, he came off the rookie list this year, and he's done very, very well, Stephen Milne. One of those young boys who've been able to kick 23 goals. He's been a handy acquisition. Just bouncing around the forward line. Rewalt again. This time goes the punch, keeps the ball alive. Davis, Barry, the juggler. Crouch runs the ball over the line for a toss back in. So a chance for the Saints just 25 metres around from goal. Hamill doing the ruck work. Creswell, the general, midfield. The run comes from Crouch at the half-forward line. Nixes the target in front and he's got it. A bit too tall for Pickett. Been very handy on the half-forward line this year. Kicks the space. Luff. Couldn't take it. The crowd rose in anticipation. Ozzy Jones is caught. Great tackle by Williams.
Yeah, KB, I think everyone here at the SCG is hoping to see Troy Luff do well today. The roar, it started as a murmur and just grew to a roar as the ball tracked down towards him, just unable to fly over the top and take the mark.
Well, he has kicked 7 goals in a league game, Troy Luff, and he's been a great player at both ends of the field. Always can fill a hole. Koschitzky tries to find the target. Chance now. McPherson can kick a goal. Bangs it through.
Looked a little bit too easy in the end when Daniel McPherson swooped onto the ball. Seemed to be a couple of St Kilda players around him, but no one actually putting direct pressure on, and he kicked the simplest of goals from a couple of metres out. Just a good tackle there from Troy Luff. Caused the turnover, and then in the end, there's a couple of players around, but no one really touching Daniel McPherson, and he strolls in and kicks the easiest of goals.
Kicked 12 goals for the season, Daniel McPherson. 1-1-7 the Swans, the Saints one behind. Maxfield, make that Jude Bolton. The half-forward line, he was looking for goods, got bowled over. Gehrig tried to tickle the ball. Ball had a fresh air shot. McPherson again in the action. Sets it up to Creswell. 25 metres out. Getting back. Koschitzky. Ozzy Jones. Change of direction. Koschitzky comes away from that back pocket. Squeezed up, taken away by Hudson. Concedes ground. Back to Ozzy Jones.
Good vision.
And finds Baker. The back edge of the centre square. Pickett. There's a loose player. So it's been a big transfer of play. The run will come hard. Moyle. From 65 metres out, just try to find Hamill. The kick was a poor one, and Saddington, this could hurt the Saints on the rebound. Bolton had it and lost it. Pressure's required. Baker burrows in after the ball. Hamill, some strong arm tactics. We've got a ball up.
I think he just had it spent before he actually took possession, Jude Bolton. Costly fumble in the defensive 50, and when you fumble at this level, you're immediately under pressure.
Just over 11 minutes left in this first quarter. Milne will get support. Can set it up. Callaghan, a danger man. Right across the face of goal. Barry Hall throws the arms up in disgust.
I don't know what he was really quite thinking there.
Was he trying to kick a banana on the run there?
I don't know what that was, but percentages say that he should have got the ball out the front of goal where Hall was. We've seen him there standing with his arms in the air pleading for the ball, but Callaghan, a wrong option there.
Looks like he means business today. Barry Hall, Matthews, such an improved player for the Swans. I thought it was touched off the boot. Goods is caught by Everett, didn't see him coming. Clever play by Fraser Gehrig, and it's been marked by Milne.
Look, a mistake that should never ever happen. Adam Goods should have been telling Jason Ball then that you're hot, get rid of it. But obviously no talk from the Swans then.
So it was a good option from Fraser Gehrig because he actually slipped just before the ball came loose, which cost him the chance to pick it up. So he just booted it off the ground, and Stephen Milne, playing in front as he should, gets the chance.
Well, this young man is a goal kicker. He's kicked 23 for the season. Just throws his head back in disgust.
It's a costly miss.
That's what he's there for. He's kicked 2 behinds.
Relatively easy goal there too, considering some of the goals that he's kicked this year, KB.
He's kicked a couple of beauties.
Kicked some absolute rippers.
Maxfield to bring the ball back into play, along with Jason Ball, has been just about Sydney's best player this year. As Bolton punches the ball back over the line. Jude Bolton on screen. Hits the ball hard, Tony. Jude Bolton.
Yeah, look, he's been a terrific contributor this year for the Swans, and they certainly look forward to a bright future from Jude Bolton.
Everett playing in front, just fist the ball back over the line. And Matthews also on screen has been a big improver. The Sydney defence this year has been just absolutely fantastic. The best defence in the business. When you consider that the Bombers, of course, have the best forward line, but can't boast the best back line. That goes to the Sydney Swans.
Sneaks up on you a bit, that statistic, doesn't it?
They've just been able to shut down most opposition during the course of the season. Of course, they do flood a lot, haven't they?
Style
They've
of
got
play
back
does
their style
contribute
of
to
play.
that.
So what it means for St Kilda is it's going to be very difficult to score today, particularly a winning score. Sydney coming off that shock loss last week against Melbourne. Goods is the target. Got his hands on the ball, being pinched by Thompson. Had it and lost it. Moyle, hands and knees. Peckett, hurried kick back. Be marked by Barry. So just falling down across the half-forward line at the moment. St Kilda have had a lot of the play. They'll break wide. Saddington, he's looking for Crouch. So the loose man has been set up, and Seymour is running hard. He's come all the way down from half-back. Gets an ugly bounce. Recovers well. Williams, the danger man. Runs to 30, sets it up. O'Loughlin got it. It was a good build-up.
Super kick. Absolutely super square up from Paul Williams.
Unselfish play by Williams, wasn't it? Because he is a very accurate kick on the run, and he could well have had a shot then, but he decided to square it up in front. And Michael O'Loughlin kicking from probably 30 metres directly in front, and has been kicking pretty good of late, so he should kick this one.
He's booted 33-24 for the season. O'Loughlin. This to put the Swans 11 points in front.
Oh, that's an ugly kick off the
shocking
boot.
kick.
Well, the minute you give him a wrap, that's what happens.
There is a little bit of breeze out there. Perhaps it's gusting and swirling a bit, making conditions a little bit tougher to kick.
I don't think there's any excuse for that.
But certainly one at each end from directly in front. You should be able to pencil those in 99 times out of 100.
Well, there's an All-Australian
Oh, look
half-forward
at that.
flanker, Peter Everett. Just couldn't take the easiest of chest marks. So the Saints now have to transfer the play and finds Moyle in the back pocket. Looking for Geary. Luff takes the front position. Loose ball, Beetham. Desperate play that time by Jude Bolton. Luff keeps the ball alive. Leaping Leo can't take it. Thompson kicks it off the ground. O'Loughlin with those great hands. He was looking for Dunkley. Make that Creswell. And taken away by Max Hudson on the centre wing. Trying to get away is Moyle. It's caught. Davis concedes ground back to Thompson. Wants to set it up. Milne wants it short. He goes long. Barry Hall's going to be the target. He's given away the free kick.
Not real subtle, Barry, unfortunately. Mind you, Andrew Dunkley played it up too. Once he realised he lost balance, he said, I may as well go the whole way.
But I have noticed every time the ball's gone into St Kilda's forward line, Barry Hall has been behind. I'd like to see Barry leading because he's a very good leading forward. He's got good hands out in front. Seymour goes wide. Finds the run. Creswell can set it up. Sydney Swans to the half-forward line. And Goods marks 45 metres out, directly in front.
I'm not quite sure what Fraser Garrick was doing then, because he was about 25 metres from Adam Goods. And he certainly does cover territory for big fellow Adam Goods.
And needs a shave.
Has played on the wing at times this year. Very mobile in the ruck. Centre half forward, full forward. Very versatile player that does cover a lot of ground.
Adam Goods from 45 metres out. Hammers it home.
Well, we've got the first couple of the Swans. Even though possession's probably been pretty even, the Saints have started okay. They just haven't converted any of the chances. And the Swans have been a little bit more polished when moving forward. Just unbelievable that a key player, a key forward like Adam Goods would have so much space on his own at centre half forward.
Two, 14, the Sydney Swans, the Saints 2 behinds. 8.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Davis needs a kind bounce. Peckett, some strong arm tactics. Shawbull just pushed him out of the way. Aussie Jones has been lively in this first quarter, so has Beetham. The run's going to come from Davis. Got the bounce he wanted through the centre square. Bang! Maxfield lined him up. Davis thought should have got a free kick in the back. Over the top was Seymour. Ball up on the edge of the centre square. Maxfield had Davis in his sights.
He had a bit on his mind then, didn't he?
Everett getting his hands on the ball first, giving the Saints opportunities, but this is where they're falling down across half-back.
Good hand.
The Sydney defence has been magnificent all year, and Goods will come away from centre wing to the half-forward line, luffs the target in front. He's got it! It was a great grab. He's up and bouncing, 50 metres out. Bangs the ball deep into the forward line. And kicked off the ground. It's a goal to the Swans. Nix. Matthew Nix. Clever play. Squeezed right up on the goal line.
Well, they've been waiting for Troy Luff to get into the game from the moment the first bounce came. And have a look at this spectacular grab in between the attention of Justin Clapp and also Fraser Garrick. He gets up, plays on very quickly. That's a super grab, a great pair of hands. Plays on very quickly to drive it forward, and Matthew Nix gets on the end of it.
Matthew Nix on screen has been a great start for the Swans. 3-2-20. The Saints yet to score a goal. 2 behinds. Had some opportunities. They just cannot break this half-back line. O'Loughlin, a bit of magic from the centre square. It's been pinched by Everett. Handball was going nowhere. Callahan shovels it out. Jones runs hard. From Moyle. From outside 50, Milne's the target. And this young boy, Nick Rewalt, on the stretch.
He looks good, he moves well.
Looks all class.
Good pair of hands and very mobile.
Young on, Peckett off for the Saints.
Well, the young man is yet to kick a goal in AFL football. Nick Rewalt, #1 pick in the AFL draft.
He's got one now.
Kicks a goal. He's first in AFL football.
Well, they needed that, St Kilda. They needed to reward themselves for the amount of possession they had early on in this game. It certainly hasn't been as one-sided as the scoreboard would reflect when it was 3-0. And they do need to keep the scoreboard ticking over just to keep themselves in the game. They have been in reasonable form in recent times without having a win. Perhaps edging closer to a win every week.
Well, there was something to like about that young boy's mark. He's tall, and about 6'4", 6'5". Just floated across, and Nick Rewalt. And along with Justin Koschitzke, the future of St Kilda. Thompson through the centre square, his bad. Barry Hall in front, and that's what he does well. When he's on the lead, he's got those good hands, Tony.
He does lead very well and very hard, KB. And it's not too often you see Andrew Dunkley getting caught napping by a forward on the lead, but on that occasion, Hall just found a few metres and ended up taking the ball quite easily straight out in front of him. And should be kicking from a relatively easily angle here.
Well, he'll trouble the Swans on the lead because he's quick, and that's a great kick. So So Barry Hall, playing at full forward, back after 3 weeks on the sideline suspended, is giving the Saints that focal point up forward. As long as he plays in front and leads hard for the ball, he will trouble the Sydney defence today.
Great work from Andrew Thompson out of the middle. Just roving the tap beautifully, finding a bit of space, streaking forward, and a perfect pass to the leading forward.
Just over 6 minutes left in this first quarter. 3-2-20 the Swans. The Saints 2-2-14. Ball against Everett. Maxfield couldn't take control. He's desperate at ground level. Thompson picking up a lot of possessions. Possession number 6 to the half-forward line. Everett. Well, Jason Ball just couldn't keep up with Peter Everett. It was a good 25 metres behind as Everett really made a quick dash down to the forward line.
I think Barry Hall's a little bit upset that Peter Everett didn't turn around a bit quicker when he took the mark. I mean, look, Spider's in kicking distance, and he was probably always going to go back and have the shot, but if he had have turned quickly, would have seen Barry Hall doubling back to the square on his own.
Everett from right on 50, leans back, unloads and kicks a goal. Scores a level.
Well, they're certainly winning plenty of early possession. The Saints are doing a very good job at ground level, winning a lot of the contests. But more importantly, in the last couple of minutes, they've rewarded themselves on the scoreboard, kicked a couple of much-needed goals just to square this game up.
Peter Everett has had a terrific season. It's not quite certain whether he was going to be at St Kilda next year. He made those comments on the television, but he is favourite to win their best and fairest. McPherson hammers the ball back inside 50. On the stretch was Goods. He's got beautiful hands. O'Loughlin's a chance. Koschitzky rockets the ball long. Pounced on this time by Beetham. It's been good in this first quarter. Young man finds Plapp. Loose player out wide. Jones from half-back. 7 possessions, and it's a great kick. Finds Blake. Another one of their young, rangy players, around about 6'3". Young. Played 2 games last week, one in the VFL, then was caught up into the seniors. Drills it, and Hall. Great hands. He's nigh unstoppable, isn't he? It's like you, Jason, when you're out in front, you had those strong eyes on the ball.
That's twice he's led, and twice he's troubled Andrew Dunkley. A very difficult player size-wise to get around Barry Hall when he does take front position and hit the ball hard. And he does have a very good pair of hands. So if they can give him space and win enough of the ball, he's certainly capable of kicking a big bag of goals today.
Going for his second goal. Barry Hall. He likes it. He has drilled it.
We mentioned, KB, that the body language was good of the St Kilda players today. It certainly is. They've certainly transferred that into the game situation. And they weren't phased when the Swans kicked the first couple today. They opened up a 3-goal break, in fact. But all of a sudden they've bounced back very quickly. And they've certainly had the majority of play in the last 10 minutes of the game.
That man on screen has fired up the Saints late in this first quarter. They've booted 4 quick goals, 2 to Barry Hall. And doctor out there having a chat to Adam Goods.
Yeah, KB, he does seem to be fine. Not really sure what was going on there. The doctor didn't really attend to anything, just had a bit of a chat to him.
Ball beats Everett on this occasion. Matthews, quick kick to the half-forward line. No Swash today, no Cowley. Goods pounced on it. Kicks a high ball into the pocket.
Oh, that's a great mark.
Great grab taken by Nix.
This is courageous, isn't it?
Eyes on the ball. Never deviated one bit, Matthew Nix. Great effort.
I've got to tell you, for a bloke that was in the hands of the doctors, Adam Goods moved okay after that loose ball too. He was like a shot out of a gun.
It's amazing when you get the ball when you're near goal, Jason.
You find a yard, don't you?
What them goals can actually do to a forward.
Well, Nix has already kicked one very good goal in this first quarter. Kicked it off the ground. And this again to tie up the score. Just 20 metres out. Nix. It's the post. So he's booted 1 goal too today, Matthew Nix. 4-2-26 the Saints. 3-3-21 the Swans. Short, Hudson. From half back. He's looking for Koschitzki. It was good strong play, went the punch, he was out of position to mark. Davis. Koschitzki comes away from centre wing. Looking for Baker, too much carry on the ball, danger, ball had it and lost it. Swept on by Kirk. The run comes from O'Loughlin out wide. Here's Nix, the danger man, he's got it again. Well, he's in rare form.
And KB, you saw them last week, the Saints, and you said it was
Errors,
skill errors that cost them. And in the middle, a turnover. All of a sudden, poor old Stephen Baker's outnumbered 3-1. The ball gets taken away. And in the twinkling of an eye, the Swans are having a shot for goal.
Kirkhoff, Fixter on for the Swans.
Just under 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. We've played 26 minutes. Nick's going for goal number 3. Number 2, he hit the post. This time he makes no mistake. Swans in front by a point. Well, he's had 4 scoring shots in this first quarter. 2-2 to Matthew Nix.
Very lively. 6 kicks and 3 marks already. Looking very dangerous. It was the kick from Koschitzki that caused the turnover. He just missed his target. And then so quickly today the game transfers from defence into attack. And unfortunately, when you've got possession and you make a turnover, a lot of your other players are out of position because they're trying to create and make space.
4-3 plays 4-2, the Swans by a point. Everett thumps the ball forward. Rewalt tries to tickle the ball. Davis tackled by Seymour for a ball up. Barry Hall's been picked up by Dunkley. He's booted 2 goals. Milne's been picked up by Crouch and Hamill.
Just on the Dunkley Hall contest there, KB, we see Andrew Dunkley playing a few metres out in front of Hall at the start of the quarter, but now with Hall kicking a couple of goals, he's opted to go shoulder to shoulder now.
Saddington through the centre square, penetrating kick. Troy Love. This could bounce through. It's a goal.
It's a free kick against Love. The umpire's indicating that he grabbed him by the jumper, and I think Troy Love might have been a little bit stiff here.
Will Clapp wants to get the ball moving quickly. They find Gehrig. Thumps the ball back. He's looking for Rewalt. He's got 2 to beat Seymour. Happy to take it over the line, and Rewalt, in fact, is bundled over the line as well.
It looked like he just used his body to hold his ground pretty well, Troy Love. He can't believe it when the decision goes against him. Have a look at this. Absolute shock and horror at that decision. You've got to be kidding.
Well, he's announced his retirement at the end of the season, but he still just did not like that decision at all. Maxfield is having a stellar season. Those dancing feet.
He's hung on to it. He's run backwards 25 metres.
Conceded ground.
And hung on to it for an eternity.
Williams tried to keep the ball alive.
I've never seen someone do that.
I've never seen anyone hold on to it as long as that ever.
Yep.
That was amazing. I'd love to know how long he held on for then.
Let's have a look at that Troy Love situation, that decision on Troy Love.
It's just hard to see. They're both jostling.
Maxfield missed it. Ball didn't. Maxfield runs hard. Centre wing, fresh air shot. Fixtures on the ground. Hamill rockets the ball wide. Callahan, Dirty Harry. Can he set it up? High ball. Here comes Hall. Here comes Rewalt. Loose ball. Crouch under pressure. Pumps the ball back towards the edge of the centre square. Free kick. Big man handle is Fixter. He's just come onto the field, replacing Kirk. Fixter drills it. Open space. Bolton takes it over.
And certainly a couple of late withdrawals before the game. Paul Kelly, who was hoping to be back this week, was selected. Also Wayne Schwass. Neither of them have taken part. As we see, just a little bit of backpedaling from Stuart Maxfield, and he has held on to it for an eternity.
At least 8 seconds there.
Well, you can hang on to the
least
ball.
8
You
can.
hang on to the ball.
Don't see it that often.
As long as you don't run more than 15 metres. So the siren sounds a very entertaining first quarter. Sydney Swans lead 4-4-28. St Kilda 4-2-26.
Yes, they have started particularly well in the first quarter, the Saints. Swans got the jump on them very early, but they fought back. And they've certainly been very, very competitive in all parts of the ground. Barry Hall kicking a couple up forward, doing a particularly good job. It's going to be an interesting battle, him and Andrew Dunkley. Adam Goods doing good things at the other end for Sydney. And at quarter time, it's the Swans by 2 points.
Be playing up a little bit. He had a tough first quarter there on Fraser Gehrig, but he is staying out there. But that right knee, we will keep an eye on. It seems to be bothering him just a little bit.